Hi guys, welcome to today's reading. Today we are going to be looking at your general energy for the sign of Gemini. We're going to be looking at your general energy, any opportunities that you have present for you, any challenges that you might not be aware of, and any advice from your spirit team. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you're coming back, welcome back. Just so that you are aware, I do not read reversals, so if a card does come up in the reversal position, I will flip it over. Keep in mind that energy is fluid, guys, and this is a general reading, so if something does not resonate with you, it does not mean that the reading is not for you. If you clicked on this video, and whenever you clicked on this video, was the right time. The Spirit does have a message for you. So just take what resonates and leave what does not. So, Spirit guides, ancestors, nameless one, formless one, genderless one, come before you today seeking advice for those born under the sign of Gemini. Gemini, moon, sun, rising. Okay, guys, that is too much. Let's bring it in. Spirit, show me the cards that I need to see for the sign of Gemini, sun, moon, and rising, or wherever Gemini resonates in your natal chart. Show me their general energy right now. Where are they at? Okay. King of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. In your opportunities, let's see what's going on in your opportunities. The Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Hermit. What's going on in your challenges? All right. I see what's happening here, Gemini. Oof. All right. So Gemini, in your general energy right now, you have the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Right? So just getting the feeling here where you are in a space where you are holding back your emotions, holding back your thoughts from a certain situation. And I'm not sure if perhaps this maybe has to do with your financial situation, because the Queen of Pentacles is here, right? So the Queen of Pentacles, kind of stands in her own power, kind of represents stability and obviously, disregard the gender of it, but just, nurturing and motherhood and just kind of being the sort of stability of the house, right? The matriarch figure, and again, this can be a male or a female. These are just archetypes, but King of Swords has to do with communication, right? Being kind of straight to the point. He kind of shoots straight from the hip. And the King of Cups is sort of that loving father figure, where he is willing to give of his cup and willing to share his emotions and his heart, but, sort of kind of keeps things back in reserve. So just kind of getting the feeling here, Gemini, that there's something that you're wanting to say or communicate, but you just kind of can't find the right words. Spirit, why is the King of Cups here for Gemini? In their general energy. Can we get clarification on this? Okay. Way too much. Sorry, guys. Temperance. The Five of Swords, defeat. The Seven of Swords, debauch. And the Prince of Cups. So perhaps feeling like if you're the one that's sort of shouldering all the responsibilities right now in your situation, because got a lot of cups here, which has to do with emotions and relationships and sort of your interactions with other people. So again, maybe kind of feeling like the Queen of Pentacles here, like the matriarch, like the one that's always kind of taking care of everything in your household. The Prince of Cups generally has to do with like an offer related to love or emotions. The Seven of Cups is usually, sort of swimming in your own kind of ocean of, inner desires and, kind of being lost in the clouds or lost in the waves, sort of, so to speak, or being debaucherous. The Five of Swords, defeat, kind of feeling defeated or exhausted. And you have the Temperance card, which has to do with patience, so trying to find the patience to sort of, and the balance to maybe relay this message. In your opportunities, you have the Lovers, which has to do with choice, balancing out both options. This is you right now. The Lovers does represent the sign of Gemini. You have the Hermit, which has to do with introspection and kind of looking inward for, at that inner light that we all have within us, at that divine spark that we all have within us. And you have the Nine of Pentacles, which has to do with sort of fulfillment and stability and riches. So just kind of getting here, Gemini, that you have within yourself the wisdom. You already know what it is that you need to do. You already know the decision that is best for you to make with regards to this situation. You just have to muster the courage and do it. Spirit, why is the Lovers here for Gemini? Ace of Swords. Yeah, some sort of message, something that you need to get out in the open. I'm not sure if perhaps you have been keeping something from someone that you need to kind of just spit out. But once you clear the air, I do feel like you're going to be in this sort of Nine of Pentacles type of situation. Like everything, whether it turns out the way that you want it to or not, is going to return back into balance. And you have on the bottom of the deck the Six of Swords, or the Balance card. I'm not sure if you can see the word balance there, but it is written there because of the glare. In your challenges, Gemini, you do have the Tower that's coming up here. So something right now, I just feel like Spirit is saying something's got to give. Something has got, like when something is falling apart, something is actually falling together, and you actually do have a falling apart moment here that is presently happening. And in the meantime, your heads are kind of sort of in the cloud, with the Seven of Cups, kind of keeping your options open and what have you. But the Queen of Swords here is saying, okay, you have all these options open and you kind of have your heads in the cloud and you kind of don't know sort of where to take it, but like you need to just make the decision and you need to be decisive about it. And you just need to kind of go, like what are you waiting for, Gemini? Spirit, why is the Tower here for Gemini under their challenges? Oh, there we go. Ten of Swords, ruin. Anything else? prudence. So you got the Ten of Swords as a clarification card here. I usually see the Ten of Swords as kind of the betrayal card. So I'm not sure if perhaps you've found something out about a situation, whether again it be with, you know, a friend or a partner or you know, a family member or something. Under this deck, they have the word ruin under your Ten of Swords, but again, the Ten of Swords for me has to kind of do with, you know, the revelation of some sort of secret, something, some knowledge that you were not expecting that just kind of like gutted you, you know? And the Eight of Pentacles, the Prudence card, just being, again, prudent and, you know, thoughtful but decisive on what to do. You know, again, you know what's happening, you know the situation, you know what's happened here. You know, you just kind of have to make the decision and let the cards fall where they will. If you you know, if you will, ironically speaking. But you know, if you look at your Tower moment here, you know, one of the people is just kind of holding on to dear life, you know, to that tower that's crashing down, and the other one is just kind of embracing that fall and just kind of diving in, you know, head first into the situation. When things are falling apart, they're actually falling together. So, you know, regardless of how bad the situation is, you just kind of need to make the decision to do what has to be done and just go with it. Spirit, why is the Seven of Cups here? Just kind of getting the feeling like, you know, do I give this person another chance? Do I give this situation another chance? You know, is there any way to kind of salvage this situation? But I'm kind of really seeing that, you know, you already kind of know that there's not really any way to do it. Anything else? Tell me about the Seven of Cups, Spirit. The Queen of Cups, yeah. Like sort of hoping for the best, like wanting to give the benefit of the doubt, you know, in this situation. But again, you got to be prudent about it. You kind of have to use your head over your heart in this situation, Gemini, because, you know, regardless of the decision that you make, like something is going to change. Something it's an inevitable destruction for something else, for something new to happen. So it's kind of like a pick your poison type of a situation, right? Under your advice column, you have the Five of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Ace of Wands. So aces generally always signify new beginnings on something, right? You know, new beginnings having to do with like the Wands suite has to do with desire, passion, what you really want, what kind of like lights your fire, you know? And you have the Five of Wands as well. So don't be afraid to get your hands dirty in this situation as well. The Five of Wands has to do with sort of strife and fighting and just kind of standing your ground and fighting for what you know is right and for what you know is yours, you know? And the Queen of Cups, you know, she's willing to offer up her cup of love, but, you know, will only do so to those who she sort of feels like deserves it. So that would be my advice to you is go for what lights your soul on fire. You know, Spirit is kind of reaching out to you and giving you an opportunity to go after what you really want, whether that is in a career or whether that is, in another relationship or what have you. But, you got to fight for it. You got to go for it, and you got to make the decision, and, be wise about the decision, but a decision has to be made. You can't just sit here, sort of like continuing to be lost in the clouds while everything else sort of, goes to shit around you. Like, you sort of have to count your blessings, cut your losses, and move forward. So anyway, guys, I hope this was helpful for you. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, there is information on that in the description box below. If this was helpful, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, if you like my energy, go ahead and click that like button and the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so that you can be notified whenever I put out new readings. All right. So thank you again, guys, for all of your support, and have a blessed day. Bye.